Awesome. Wow. How are we going? Are we going good? Did we have a good lunch? So I'm going to kick off the afternoon series of talks with your friendly neighborhood community builder. I'm your speaker, Steve Leung. I probably don't need to do an intro because with an intro like that, how can I even top that? I'll just simply say that I am a senior software engineer with a national IT consultancy, and yes, it's true, I do have 6 AWS certifications. So let's get into it. The reason I'm here today was because it was recently announced that I was successfully invited to join the AWS community builders, and the Latency crew thought it would be a good opportunity to share that with you and talk a little bit about that. So here we are. So what is the AWS community builders? Well, it's an official AWS global program designed for AWS enthusiasts who are passionate about knowledge sharing. On offer with this program is mentorship, networking opportunities, and early access previews to the AWS services. So I get to see what's going to come up in reInvent beforehand. So in exchange, members are encouraged to share and create content, engage with their local AWS communities, and grow their technical expertise. And membership is for 1 year, and you have to apply each year to stay in. So let's talk about the benefits. Oh my gosh, the benefits. Networking. So there's a Slack group that you get to join, and you pretty much want to join for the Slack group alone. Can you imagine being in a Slack group of thousands of like-minded individuals who love AWS as much as you do? They all write blogs, they all write technical articles, all those links and URLs in the one place, in a one convenient place for you to find. And then there's the usual, there's certification vouchers. And I mentioned early preview to AWS. You do need to sign an NDA for that one. Discounts to reInvent, swag, $500 US for AWS credits. That turns out to be 800 Australian dollars. So with that, the reason they do that is that they want me to explore AWS services and then create further content, like more technical articles, more blogs, more YouTube videos based on what I use that money for. Then I get added to a global directory where everyone from the public can find me. There's training, there's webinars, there's a blog license to dev too. So who's it for? AWS enthusiasts, of course. People who like to share knowledge, people who like to talk, people who like to write blogs, people who like to write technical articles, people who like to write workshops. Yes, there are people who actually do that. People who create YouTube videos, people who contribute to open source projects. If that is you, then I reckon you should sign up. You might as well get something for what you're doing anyway. So why did I sign up? Well, I thought I was a good fit. I like advocating, I like engaging with the public, I like sharing. I wanted to challenge myself, I wanted to try and get in. It's very hard to get in, so I like the challenge. And I also wanted to do something that was rarely done in the city, and I'll get into that a bit more later. So, actually, we'll get to that now. So that's why we're here today. We want to see more Perth people sign up. We want to see more Perth people part of this program. And this is how you do it. There's a QR code where you can sign up for the waiting list. The intakes are yearly, so they've just done the 2025 intake, so you've got a whole nother year. So what I would say is scan the QR code, add your name to a waiting list, and then sign up in January. So the submissions are in January, and then if all goes well, you'll get an invitation in March. So you have a whole year to prepare. By that, what I mean is start writing articles, start doing YouTube, start doing your technical blogs, and start getting those URLs and collecting that evidence. Because as part of your application, you will need to submit URLs as evidence for your application. So in Perth, there's only actually 5 of us that have gotten into the AWS community builders. And here are your 5 local community builders. And as I said, we want more people from Perth to join us. There's no good reason why there can't be more of us in Perth. And I'm just going to finish there, but I do have the QR code for the AWS user group. I do have the QR code again for the sign-up. And if you liked what you saw and enjoyed from me, here's my LinkedIn. And I think I have 12 seconds. That's pretty good. I did it.